Hello, namaste, and a warm welcome to this part of my website. Here you will find the different offerings and services, and you will read about the different works and practices that are offered. My name is Prana, and I am a holistic health practitioner. I'm board certified by the Institute for Integrative Nutrition in New York. I am also a meditation instructor and a Kundalini yoga teacher. And I work one-on-one with people, as well as co-facilitate retreats and group experiences for health and well-being. I have created this video so that you can have a sense of where this work is coming from and what is the framework of this approach. I have trained in a yogic ashram in a monastery for half a decade, and a lot of the work that I do is founded in the different tools and insights that have been given. And so much of the work that you'll find here is inspiration from that knowledge. And so I want to give an understanding of the map that I use in order to create the session, so that you feel inspired and encouraged to take a wider approach to your health and to your well-being. The system that I use is from the yogic lineage called the koshas, and so what it helps us do is to see our body, to understand ourselves as a holistic body, a body that goes beyond what we can see, or that goes beyond the senses, but that it's all there. The koshas is similar to the Russian doll metaphor of that you have layers of being within layers of being, and that's who we are. We are more than just our physical body. Our physical body is our vessel, and it's our vehicle, and should be honored and should be treated in the highest way possible, with harmony, with integrity, and should be given the right foods, the right amount of exercise, the right amount of sleep. And we begin there, in our Anamaya kosha, or our food body, or our physical body, our vessel, what we can see. And so the Anamaya kosha has everything to do with us being in a body and what that means. So it can be different symptoms that we may be having, it can be the level of exercise that we're performing, it can be our sleep, it can be our eating patterns. I don't believe in diets, although I do emphasize a plant-based living food nourishment. I believe in nourishment more than I believe in diets. And so everybody is particularly unique, and there's peculiar eating behaviors or trends that may be useful for one person at one moment and then may not. And so I am not emphasizing any, like, we should do this diet, but I listen to the body and understand what they need. And same with exercise. Although I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher and a yoga teacher, and I practice asanas myself, and yoga has pretty much saved my life, I'm open to what your body needs and what your body's specific needs are. So that's the Anamaya kosha. When we look at everything that we can see, smell, touch, the Anamaya kosha is essential for our health. Yet we need to understand that in order to have a holistic health, there are deeper layers of our being and deeper layers of our health. When I say deeper, it's because they're inward, in the sense that as we begin to shed the veils, we begin to see that we're consciousness in a body, and that we transcend identifications with our body, our gender, our ideas of who we are, these deeper layers of being. And so that my work comes into the core of who we are. The next layer of being, as we go inward, is our prana. Our prana is our vital energy, literally our life force, our vitality, our energy to perform tasks. So when we're looking at pranic health, we're looking at the levels of integrity of our being and the levels of energetic, the quality of energy that we have. Here we can look, it incorporates the Anamaya kosha, but it also incorporates subtler aspect of our being. For instance, our sleep. There's the saying of where attention goes, prana flows. So we look at where our attention is going, and this is interconnected with the next level of our being, which is our Manomaya kosha, or our mental body. Our mental body governs our physical body and our pranic body. Or so it's the psychoanalytic framework of psychosomatic symptoms, or different symptoms of self-sabotage, or different patterns that create dissonance between our mind and our body. So when we're looking at our mental body, we see where is that? Where desires are being called to, what kinds of things we feel aversion to. We look at our belief systems, our limiting ideas of who we are, or expansive beliefs of who we are. Our mental body is our driving catalyst. It's really important, and I emphasize in all of my sessions, whether it be holistic nutrition or whether it be frames of reference, in order to take control of your life to the extent that that's possible, of course. But our mental health is so important because it is the clarity. It gives us the clarity to move in the direction that our heart wants. The possibility to understand what is happening, to read the book of life. And so a mental Manomaya kosha is an aspect of our being. And then we have the Theannamaya kosha. Theannamaya kosha is our wisdom body. So this is beyond our personal sense of self. We're expanding into universal knowledge, into logic of worlds, into logics that go beyond our mind framework, but that we can understand how everything is interconnected, and we can see archetypal patterns, and we can see connectivities. And through the Theannamaya kosha, there is a conceptual understanding of the world in its perfection, and where we can see like comparative religion coming into place, where we can see philosophical thoughts in display. And then we also have, deeper than that, our Anandamaya kosha, and our bliss. It's our bliss body. Ananda means bliss. And in the Anandamaya kosha, we access our capacity to apperceive beauty, our capacity to recognize God in everything. And God is a term to refer to the ultimate intelligence that creates and gives us life, that gives us joy, that gives us challenges, that gives us apparent challenges. In the Ananda body, we are in unison with all that is, and we can see all in its alignment and perfection. Bliss, it's this feeling of absolute love that has not a particular object, and it's not a subject-object relationship, but is love in and for itself. It's ecstasy of being at one with all that is. And that is the goal of sessions, to realize, to open, to bloom. Our true nature is to awaken and to bloom to the reality of who we are. And that is not separate. And so this is the framework that is being used in order to do this work, to understand that we can definitely assess things in our physical body, and of course we can look at our nutrition, we can look at our exercise, of course we look at our relationships, our careers, we look at our spirituality, all as one whole. To not segregate and fragment ourselves. We're already too fragmented. So this is, my work is about coming home in our bodies, coming home in our minds, coming home in our soul, in our spirit, in our hearts. And really listening to the deeper longings that are there, and really learning to hear the voices that are inside, and going through that golden thread that brings us to wholeness and the truth of who we are. So it doesn't matter if you decide to go through the pathway of holistic nutrition because you feel that that is where you need to be. Or if you want to take a meditation journey and you want to come into deeper connection with the subtler aspects of being, you want to come into peace with a particular relationship, or you want to have more clarity about something that happened. So we look at our frames of reference, of our frameworks from which we see reality. And the other offerings, they're all grounded into this principle of our holistic integrity. So in the koshas, there's also an understanding of our life's trajectory, the Sutratma and the Mahasutratma. And that is material that I may get into further. But for now, I wanted to give this introduction to my work, and I hope that it inspires you to see yourself as a whole being, not only as a physical body, which should be treated with care, but that we understand that the care is holistic and for all of our different dimensions of being, and that all of that is encouraged. And whether you decide to work one-on-one with me or you want to take this work on your own, it is an invitation and the sharing of this wisdom that is available for all of us. So with that said, I hope that you enjoy the different offerings in the website. That you can also go to the resources and have access to free meditations, to free guided meditations, to free Kundalini classes, and different articles on health and wellness that are being gifted at this moment. So it is a joy to be sharing with you. Again, my name is Prema. If you have any questions, you can write to me. It will be a joy to connect. I will do the best to my ability to answer, and if not, we can explore ideas together. Namaste, and thank you for being here. I look forward to hearing from you.